Hi everyone, Cathy here. And first of all, I'd like to start by saying thank you to everyone out there, to Philadelphia Cream Cheese, Kraft, and especially Paula Deen. I'd like to say that this has been such a great experience for me, and I'm really sad that it's going to be over. So, for my last dessert, I have brought out my specialty, and I'm excited to share it with you, and I hope you all enjoy it. Every year, I make my famous pumpkin cheesecake. So we all know how long pumpkin cheesecakes or just plain cheesecakes take. They take days to be a perfect cheesecake. I've taken and I've come up with, I've racked my brains thinking of ways that I can get my pumpkin cheesecake to you. So this is what I've come up with. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 simple ingredients using Philadelphia ready-made cheesecake. I was looking around and that's why I saw it in the grocery store and thought, there's a way I can get my pumpkin cheesecake in. So instead of your regular graham cracker crust, I'm going to use ginger snap crust and add such a great, wonderful flavor and enhances the pumpkin pie flavor. In this bowl, I've taken a 10-ounce box of ginger snaps or any kind of ginger flavored cookie, and I put them in my food processor and I've ground them up. Just be nice and coarse. You can have some chunks in there. Don't make it real fine, because then you won't get a nice consistency of your crust. Okay, before I start, I want to tell you that you can use a ready-made pie crust, but you're not going to find it in the ginger snap. You're only going to find it in like a graham cracker ready-made crust. They also have those little miniature ones that you could use. Those are really good too. They're like nice for like breakfast, because this is delicious with coffee. I highly recommend it. Okay, so let's get started. What I've done is I've melted 5 1/3 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to add it to my ginger snap. We're going to stir it all up till it gets nice and moist. Okay, so what you want to take is a 9-inch pie pan and just take and pour your crust into it. You want to reserve a little bit because you want to use it for your garnish. I forgot to tell you, I took 2 cookies out and broke them in half because they're going to be part of your garnish also. All right? So from there, I hope you can see it. You're going to take and you're just going to use your fingers and pat it down. Now I got a little big of a chunk there, too big. See, if you get 2 big ones like that, eat them. I've already preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Stick it on a pan, baking sheet, and stick it in your oven for approximately 10 minutes. All right, let's get to the filling, the best part. So already we've gotten 2 out of our 7 ingredients out of the way. Here are what the other 5 are. We have the delicious ready-made cheesecake from Philadelphia. Okay, what we're going to do is you're going to take, just the whole thing. Just put it in your bowl. Second, you're going to want to take, what I have in here is 1 teaspoon of allspice. Now, allspice is your like pumpkin pie flavoring. You take a smell of it, the first thing you smell is clove. Immediately you think of pumpkin pie. Delicious, I can't, it's so good. Here, I have a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Bump up that flavor a little bit because this is mostly clove. You taste a lot of clove in this, so the cinnamon and the clove, total pumpkin pie. Okay, in this bowl, I have 1 cup of canned pumpkin, and I'm gonna add it to the cheesecake mixture. I'm telling you guys, this is so simple. I'm not a baker, so this is definitely the easy way to go. All right, so now we're going to want to add our allspice to it. And our cinnamon. on slow so you don't splatter it all over you. That's something I tend to do, the klutz that I am. Look at that. Already we're getting that beautiful orange color in there. You can see all the spices coming together. All right, I'm gonna stop it for a second. I wanna scrape down the sides because you wanna get all that goodness in there. All right, I wanna get a little bit of that stuff off of there. You don't wanna miss all that deliciousness. Okay, for our final step, and then we'll be ready, is 1 container of Cool Whip. What you want to do is just take it, I'm using the extra creamy because it makes it extra creamy. And I'm using the entire container of it because this will make a nice big fluffy pie that your friends are gonna ooh and ah about. The pumpkin, I only used a cup because if you go too much, a little overpowering of it. Plus just that 1 cup gives it this really pretty light pumpkin color. Okay, so I'm folding this in and not using my hand mixer because you don't want to lose that beautiful fluffiness of it. If you use the hand mixer, it gets overbeaten and your whipped cream will go. So my timer's done. Got to take the crust out of the oven. Be right back. Okay, so I just took the crust out of the oven. It's nice and hot. So what you want to do is, to make sure it stays together, you want to cool it down a little bit. Also, you don't want to put it directly right in because it'll melt your cheesecake. All right, so our pie crust is now cooled. Our filling's all ready, so let's get it all together and make a pie. Now try and make sure you don't get around the sides because you're gonna want to see that. It adds to the prettiness of it. Okay, so now we got it all together. Let's get the pretty little garnish on. So here are those cookies that I said I forgot. Don't you forget them. Even if you do, it's okay. Just place them in there. It's like deceiving. It looks like it's a whole cookie in there. Okay, and here are those ones that I told you to reserve a little bit from your mixture. And just sprinkle it on the top. Okay, so I'm ready to cut the pie and show you what it looks like inside. Now, when you're taking it out, you're gonna notice that the crust might fall and crumble into there. But don't worry about it, because you can just take and put it on top, because it's just like the sprinkles we put on top. It's not a pretty pie. I know it looks a little funny right now, but I wanted to cut it and show you what the layers would look like and stuff like that. So, but if you want a more uniform shape of a pie, just stick it in your refrigerator for a little bit to let it harden up, because the cream cheese that's in it will eventually come together and make a more uniform pie for you. So my pie is so delicious, and that's because of Philadelphia cream cheese, Kraft, and most of all, Paula Deen. Thank you guys for hanging out with me these last couple weeks. My name is Cathy Kallenberger, and I'll see you soon.